How's it going, YouTube? Dallasboi here, back with another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. In this battle, I'm going up against HydreigonMaster635, who I ran into on the Smog on Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I was asking around for an RU matching team to test out this team that I made with my good buddy KameloxYx. And, yeah, he accepted the match, and this is actually his first RU match, but, yeah, we'll see how he does. But looking at his team, the Lampin is looking a little threatening, and he is running a Firewater Grass Core with it, pairing up with Whimsicott and Slowking, and the swear word with Whimsicott was intentional, because we all know how annoying that is, and it will be pretty dang annoying in this match. And judging by the Marowak, I think he could be running a Trick Room team. So those guys on my team are probably Slowking and Tangrowth, and if I keep them alive, then I think I should be A-okay for this match. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and let's get the show on the road! So I'm going to be leading off with my Aerodactyl. He's going to be leading off with his Steelix, just to try to get up those rocks, and he's pretty much guaranteed to do that with the sturdy ability and whatnot. But first turn I go for Aqua Tail. Kinda risky, but I was trying to scale some damage variance and see how much each move would do. And first move he gets up his Stealth Rocks, and then I follow up with an Earthquake. It does a respectable amount, but it doesn't do enough to take it out, and Steelix is just going to take me out with the Gyro Ball, and I'm down 6-5 early. So since he has his rocks up, I'm going to be sending in my Hitmonchan to try to spin him away. And here he goes for the Protect to scout out what I'm going to do, possibly, or he could have just tried to get some more lefties recovery. And I actually show him Foresight, actually predicting the Lampin to come in. Well, it worked against Elo, but guess not here. But now I pull out the Ice Punch, predicting a switch into Mesprit, because Mesprit would appreciate a Drain Punch, but not Steelix. But now, knowing that I'm in a bad situation, I'm gonna switch on the Slowking, and then he pulls the Trick Room from out under the rug. But under the Trick Room, I'm actually gonna be faster than Mesprit here, because Slowking's speed is non-existent. And then I pull a Burn off the Scald, and this comes into a little bit of play later, as you will see. And Mesprit does pull a U-turn, and actually brings in Lampin right here. But thanks to the Trick Room and Slowking for speed, I am going to be slower more, and I do a very reasonable amount to the Lampin with Scald, enough to two-shot it. But he has enough to two-shot me in return. But as I said, I am slower under the Trick Room, and will be able to finish out the Lampin with another Scald. And now he's going to be sending out his annoying little Whimsicott, and what I do switch into Tangrowth here, thinking that I do have the perfect answer to this thing, knowing that I can block Leech Seed and resist all its moves. And he does set up a sub on the switch, but he's actually going to be pulling out the Toxic right here, and I'm all like, great. And then I go for Sleep Powder, actually predicting a switch. And then he's going to Encore me in a Sleep Powder. And I am just going to rage a little bit from the Encore. And yeah, pretty much Whimsicott was the most annoying thing on his team. And biggest threat, kind of debatable. But you know, we all know how Whimsicott is and whatnot. But now comes Mesprit, and I'm actually going to be switching onto my Hitmonchan just to try to spin away the Stealth Rock. But I actually think the Mesprit was a bit of a double switch or best sponge to the Sleep Powder, one of the two. But I just wanted to get away my rocks. And here's where the burn comes into a little bit of play here. I actually lived this in headbutt with 97 and then 112 thanks to lefties. And this actually means I'm able to get off a free attack, which is going to be this Ice Punch right here. But I think leaving in this Hitmonchan was a pretty stupid move, because in case if Steelix wanted to set up Stealth Rocks again, then I'd be in a pretty bad situation with my Entei. But now I send out Lionel Messi, and Revenge kill the Mesprit with an overheat. And then he's going to be sending out his Steelix to try to sponge a -1 overheat and or threaten me out. But the power of Specs Manectric needs not to be tampered with, as I am able to KO the Steelix from -1. Well, I'm saying -1 because the Specs gives that a +1 boosted special attack. And then he's going to be sending out his Marowak, who will be going for the Stone Edge because risk versus reward. It could also with the Tangrowth pretty nicely. Well, it did leave a decent chunk. I'll have to say that. But then I go for the Sleep Powder on the Marowak, and I believe I was kind of predicting the Whimsicott to come in and cripple it. And here I try to predict it again and go for the HP Fire. And Marowak wakes up on the first turn and deals a Fire Punch. And I'm not Tangrowth's days in this battle are kind of numbered, so I'm just gonna kind of let this thing die, as Giga Drain is actually not going to kill Marowak, surprisingly. It just lives with a tiny little nub, and then it's going to deal enough damage with Double Edge where the toxic damage is able to take me out in the next turn. So, kind of my best answer for Whimsicott, gone. But now I send out my Choice Banded Entei, and try to pick the Marowak off with an extreme speed, but he actually manages to switch into Slow King, which is nicknamed Slow Queen, and I think that is a gender mistake. But now, knowing that I can't take a Scald with my Manectric since it's at full health, I am going to be switching it in, and fortunately I do not get the burn. And then I go for an HP Grass, and I take it out with a crit. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. But anyways, this part is just a huge pain in the butt. Whimsicott's on the field, and pretty much I'm sitting in here like an idiot, spamming Hidden Power Grass to the point where I can break the thing sub and send in Entei to finish off the deal. But after some HP Grasses later, I'm going to be switching into my Slow King, go for the Fire Blast, and then I'm going to be switching into my Manectric, knowing that I still do have that one hit on me. And then I break this up with an overheat, and then die to Leech Seed. But now, thanks to the sub being gone, I am able to go into my Choice Banded Entei. And after the Leech Seed, I am going to annihilate this freaking little Whimsicott in the face with a Flare Blitz. And take out that huge pain in the butt. And he went for Leech Seed, knowing that going for sub would be futile, as it is pretty much GG at this point. And he's going to be sending out his Marowak as his last Pokemon, and that will be the game. So, first, RU Battle, he did a pretty good job, and that Whimsicott was pretty annoying, but I don't really know if I handled that thing too well, because I was collecting HP Grass and stuff, and etc, etc, etc. But that was a fun game, HydreigonMaster635, so rate, comment, sub, and I will see you guys next time!